Hi, I'm RaDona from boysandgirlshairstyles.com. Today I have McKinley here. This is my niece, darling. Anyway, we are going to do a color melt on her. We are wanting to do not dark, but darker. I'm going to put a 6 and a 7 in this top, a little bit of 6 with more 7. And then I'm going to show you the filler I'm going to use. What a filler does is it goes into the blonde, because when you take color out, you need to put that color back in. If I was just to put this color on the blonde hair, it would turn green, gray, that color. So we don't want to do that. So what I want to show you is how I'm going to put this on her hair. Okay, so I'm just going to bend this over my foil and put this on. Okay, here's the mousse. You don't have to use a mousse filler. You can use a different filler to stick in your color. I just like to use the mousse filler because that's what I absolutely love. I think it's really easy. Okay, so I'm going to come down about 3 inches with that mousse filler. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the mousse filler in my color bowl. Okay, and I'm just going to grab a little bit and stick down onto this blonde. Okay, so now that I have that on there, and I'm using an 8G, by the way, never use an N on a filler. That's not going to give it the missing color in the blonde that it needs. Okay, so now I have mixed a little bit of 6 with 7 in, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come up through here, go from the scalp, and you're just going to lightly just kind of do this because you don't want it like a straight line. Okay, and then I'm just going to move that wand, and then I'm going to shut this foil. Okay, then I'm going to take another little section. Okay, and I'm going to take 2 sections back here. Okay, so first thing again, I'm going to take the mousse. I'm going to bring it down in here to this blonde. You don't need it up on the brown, obviously, just where it's blonde. Okay, then I'm going to take the 6 and 7 in, go to the scalp. So some of you go longer, some of you come up shorter. You just want it all a little bit different. Okay, I'm going to slide that blonde out of the way, actually this way, and then just shut that foil. And with these 2, I'm just going to turn those corners in just a little bit. Okay, so next foil. Same thing. Just going to hold that foil back there. Put the filler on. Put the color over this. The color I want to cover all of this virgin hair right here. I want to make sure that color goes all the way. Okay, move the blonde out of the way. Shut that, bend the corners over. Okay, then take another section. Okay, so I'm going to split this in half. Again, put the foil underneath. Put this filler. So if you are putting the filler into your color, like I say, don't worry about, you won't have to do this step of putting this on. You just put your color on. Just want to make sure I get that pretty good. Okay, and just kind of, you know, brush that in there. Okay, now, again, I'm just going to flip this foil over, flip those sides over. Okay, and then another foil underneath, same thing. Okay, make sure the color again goes on the scalp. Brush this down in. Okay, fold that up. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Again, I'm just taking sections horizontal this way. Again, this is 8G that I'm using a filler with. Usually want to go just a little bit lighter than what color you're using on a filler. So say you want to go like a 4, you'll want to fill with like a 6 probably. Go a couple shades lighter, 1 to 2 shades lighter. Okay. So you can kind of see this is the same. I'm really wanting to show you how I do the top. So I'm trying to hurry. Because this back, you can see, well, hold on 1 second. Let me just put this on. Okay, so you can, see where this is going to be. It's just going to leave the blonde at the bottom. It's going to bring that brownish through this bottom, or into the middle here, and leave the blonde at the bottom. And that's how I pretty much do all the bottom. But the top, the way it hangs, you're going to kind of want to watch where you're putting the color. A good thing about having a color melt, it obviously has darker roots, so you won't have to come back for a touch-up as often. So that's kind of nice for a lot of people. They don't want the upkeep. Just going to bring the dart down a little bit more into that. Okay. And again, I think I told you I'm using 10 volume. That is deposit only. See, it's okay if you have some, you know, down here, up there, just don't want it exactly the same. Okay, now what I'm going to do is let the hair drop. So that's about to the top of the ears. Then I just let that hair drop. Now what I'm going to focus on is coming up this way, and then I'll do her sides after I do a mohawk section. And some people, they don't even like to use foils. You can just use the color. In fact, I might just do that on the top part so you can see that way also. I'll show you that on the top that way in just a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to set a foil on top of this one. And I'm just going to wipe my hands off. Okay, now some people, you know, they like to just do it with their hands. So what you could do is, you know, just take the mousse. Some people find this faster. Then just take your comb with the color on it, the brush, I guess I should call it. Okay, now just gonna take another little section. Maybe I'll use the comb for this. Okay, now another thing is you want to let the hair fall and kind of see how far you want the dark. So I'm bringing the dark with McKinley's, you know, about down here so she has at least more than half of light. Okay. So just make sure you get that scalp and then just brush this brown down into it. Okay, once I get through this top, then you guys can just do the same things to the side. I'm just feeling really bad. You have to sit and watch all of this. See, there will be a little bit lighter here, a little bit more brown there, light up here. You know, just kind of change that up. Oops. Okay. So you guys can see where that's going to be, that brown. Okay. taking another little section. You know, and if you don't have any regrowth that you have to deal with, you don't have to sit and do that step, you know, make sure it's on this. You can just take the color all the way through and just do it uneven. That's totally fine. Sorry. Okay. Now, same thing. Just gonna come through this top. Want to go to the scalp. Okay. Okay, we're getting there, and then I'll just kind of show you how I'm going to do the front, like her sides. See, yeah, you can just kind of see where that's going to be blonde, and that's the light brown. Just can kind of watch that. Okay, so McKinley, she likes her sides. Sorry, I'm just going to pull this up and take this brown just a little bit on her root area. Not all the way down on her sides, just right through here. Okay, now on her sides, I am going to use foils. Set a foil there, so I can put that one on top of there. Okay, now I'm going to cover this. Okay, so that's about how far down I'm going to go on that. And I'm going to set another foil just on top of it. Better. And can see how far I'm coming down there, and then the rest I'm just gonna leave to be the blonde. And I'm just wanting, like from about here down, I want the blonde to show. So I'm just putting the filler just a little bit on here, on this area. Okay, so I'm wanting the melt to come out down that far, and then it'll be light right here. Okay, so I'm gonna just put this color. Oh, sorry. Okay, then this is the last section. Okay, so you can see how that's going to be the light brown. And then all of these ends are going to stay the light. Not that this is going to be very dark. But, okay, now I'm going to come over here and do exactly the same way I did on this side. If you guys want the melt to be longer with the dark, like come clear down to here with the ends, I mean, that's just a personal preference. So you guys can just see how far down you guys want that color. So I'm just going to about here, and then she's going to start with the blonde. So anyway, go ahead and try that and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Hi, I'm RaDona from boysandgirlshairstyles.com. McKinley, my niece, we just did that color melt on her. It's just a little subtle. She was bright blonde before, and I just wanted to show you the finished product. So I'm just going to turn her around one more time. And maybe if she gets used to this, we'll go a little bit more dramatic. Okay, thanks so much.